Hello wonderful people, you're welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I am going to explain to you how I made this bar soap using our normal cooking salt, and this is just after 12 hours of making it. You can see I'm trying to test the foamy effect of it, and it foams very well, it lathers so well. So we are going to make use of the normal cooking salt we use in the kitchen, and in the course of the production I am going to tell you what cooking salt will do for you in your bar soap. About 5 different things that cooking salt can do for you in your bar soap. So this is the cooking salt, the normal salt we use at home. So you don't need to like stick to a particular brand. Any brand you get can do the work. So apart from our salt, we are going to need our caustic soda. So this is caustic soda. This is what it looks like. Then we are also going to need water. Yes, to make our lye. But the way we are going to prepare our lye in this video is different from the way we have been preparing the general lye solution. So let's keep going. So the first thing we are going to measure here is our water. So if you can afford it, I will advise you to get a weighing scale. Just small one like this is okay for you if you are not going on industrial production, just for your own use, so that you will be able to get your accurate measurement. Now the empty weight of that container is 15 grams. So you can either add your water to the 15 grams, then calculate it together, or you make the weight of the container to be equals to 0, just like you see me doing in this video. So after returning it back to 0, I decided to measure my water. So, and that is what I am doing now. If today is your first time of coming across my channel, you are mostly welcome. Please do well to hit the subscribe button and join this wonderful family. So for the water, we need 172 grams of water. So can you see it? So now for the water, I will just set it aside, and I'm going to measure my cooking salt. Yes, cooking salt is the next thing I will measure. The weight of the paper is 3 grams. So I will return it to 0, just like I did for the plastic container. So I'll return it to 0 and on it again. It's very easy for you to use if you have it. So I'm going to measure my cooking salt, the normal salt we use at home. So I actually wanted to measure 7 grams and it fell to 8. So I took away a little quantity until I was able to get my 7 grams. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to add my salt into the water I measured earlier. So after adding it to the water, the next thing is to stir it until it dissolves, because you are still going to add another thing into this same water. You are seeing this is the only quantity of water we are going to use for our production. To all my returning subscribers, I sincerely appreciate you. Thank you so much for always watching my video. Thank you for always coming back. Thank you for always liking and commenting on my video. Please do well to like, share, and subscribe. So I know some of you will be wondering, oh, what is cooking salt looking for in bar soap? Then just keep watching. So can you see that the salt has dissolved? So after the salt has dissolved, we are going to measure the next thing, which is our caustic soda. Yes, caustic soda. So after measuring our caustic soda, I will tell you the next thing to do with the caustic soda. So the salt that I dissolved in water the other time, one of the functions of salt in bar soap production is that it helps to increase the hardness of your bar soap, like it make it hard, so that it doesn't melt easily in water. Yes, then it make it more durable and long lasting. It also helps to suppress the harsh effect of caustic soda on the skin. Yes, that is another function of cooking salt in your bar soap. Another thing is that cooking salt is naturally a cleansing agent, so it adds to the cleansing ability of your bar soap. So this is my caustic soda. I measured 63 grams of caustic soda. Can you see it? So the next thing I'm going to do now is I am going to add my caustic soda into that water that I dissolved my salt. Don't forget, after measuring the water, I measured my salt, I dissolved it. So now I am adding my caustic soda into the same water. So that is where I'm going to pour it. So I'll pour it, stir it, allow it to dissolve and cool down before we go to the next step in this video. So, and another thing salt can also do for us in our bar soap production is that it helps to retain the texture and color of our fabric, most especially African prints that we used to call Ankara or your colored fabrics. There are some bar soap or detergent that you will use that once you use them on your fabric, the color will fade and some will look tacky. No, if you want to produce your bar soap and you just add a little drop of cooking salt to it, I can bet it with you that your fabric will retain its color and will come out fine. So I'm trying to feel the heat effect of the caustic soda that I added to the water. So this is one of the reasons why you should not use it immediately. When you add it to the water, stir it, set it aside and allow it to dissolve. You can even do this a night before so that your production can be fast. So guys, it has finally dissolved, and the next thing for us to do now is to start making our soap. But before you add your caustic soda to your oil, please make sure you have available where you are going to pour your soap, either your soap mold just like I'm showing you here, or plastic container, or anything you want to use. The choice is yours. So this is my oil, and for my oil I am going to be using 250 ml of oil. This is actually palm oil. I have bleached it. I bleached it using chemical. The video is right here on this channel, so you don't need to cook your oil on fire before you can bleach it. You can actually bleach with chemical. So this is me adding my caustic soda, my salt solution to my oil, and I'm mixing it. Now when you are mixing it, you don't need to apply too much force to it. Can you see the way I am mixing it? If you apply too much force to it, you will notice that after some time your soap might fall back and your caustic soda solution will start separating from your oil, like the two will stand differently. So after mixing it, the next thing is to transfer it into my soap mold. You have to be very fast when you are doing this so that your soap doesn't get solidified before you finish adding it to your soap mold. So this is me after adding it to my soap mold. I went and had to dress it. And please, after adding it to your soap mold or your container or whatsoever you are using, try to hit the bottom of your mold against your work surface so that you will not have holes, like small holes after your soap is ready. So this is just after 12 hours of pouring my soap into the mold, and it is hard already. So guys, I want to remove it from the soap mold. This is how you can remove it. Just place one hand very close to the edge and bring out your soap. Can you see it, guys? Please, if today is your first time of coming across my channel, kindly do well to hit the subscribe button and put on your notification bell. And to all my returning subscribers, don't forget to share and like this video. So can you see it? I want to test it for you to see how foamy it is. Don't forget, I said this is just after 12 hours of making this soap, not even up to 24 hours. So if you want to get more effect from this soap, I would just advise you that you leave it to cure for at least 2 weeks. Then you will see more foamy effect from it, and it's very skin friendly, guys. But if you have a very sensitive skin, you can just add 3 ml drop of vegetable glycerin during the production of your soap. So this is it, guys. Can you see? Thank you so much, guys, for watching this video to the end.